Hi, this is David at Mash IT, and today we're going to be comparing the M15 R5 base model against the higher end M15 R5 with the QHD screen and the 3070 graphics card, which will cost you £300 more. Now, we recently reviewed the R5 laptop with the QHD screen and the 3070 graphics card. I'm going to pop the link up above so you can click that if you've missed that review. And we've also done a performance deep dive with a few sort of tweaks as well. And again, I'm going to leave you a link to that one as well, just in case you missed that video. But today we're going to focus just on the base model against this higher end model. So looking at the two machines side by side, I want to first talk about the visual differences. Now, the first big difference is that we configured our QHD model with a mechanical keyboard. Now, I have already created a video comparing the mechanical keyboard against the membrane keyboard. So again, I'm going to pop that link up above here in case you wish to watch that video. The next difference between these two models externally is the lack of Windows Hello on the base model. The QHD model has an infrared cameras which allow you to log in via Windows Hello. Now, this is my favourite way to log into Windows, and it's a real shame that there's no Windows Hello or a fingerprint reader on the base model. And now the biggest difference between these models is the screen. If you watched my M15 R5 review a week ago, you may remember that one of the highlights of this machine is this QHD panel. It's absolutely glorious. The panel is bright at 420 nits, it's colour accurate, it's got 240 Hz refresh rate, it also has G-Sync and Advanced Optimus, and that 1440p resolution is absolutely great if you're doing anything other than gaming. The 3070 can also drive this actual panel at native resolution with most games, although you may have to drop a few settings, but it is an absolutely fantastic panel. So the 1080p 165 panel by contrast, now it's still reasonably bright at about 360 nits and looks great with good colour accuracy, and 165 Hz is extremely responsive still, and it's a really fast panel which is great for FPS games. Battery life is also similar between the two of them. If you switch them both to 60 Hz on battery, you will get just under 10 hours on both models streaming YouTube over the Wi-Fi at 50% brightness. And also, I've been asked a lot about the fan noise between these two models. Now, in all honesty, because they've both got 125 watt TGP and they've both got the same CPUs, the temperatures and the fan noise are pretty much identical between the two, and it's just literally down to Silicon Lottery if there is any differences. So basically, for an extra £300, you're getting a brighter, higher pixel dense G-Sync screen with Advanced Optimus, which also has a muck switching BIOS, Windows Hello IR cameras, and a 3070 over a 3060. So in all, I think this is a very worthwhile upgrade. But if you can't afford that extra £300, is the M15 R5 still worthwhile? Well, yes, actually, I think it is. Now, firstly, the panel is only 1080p, which being a shame if you plan to use this laptop for content creation or other types of work, it can actually be a benefit if you're only planning to game with a laptop. The 3060 has the same 125 watt TGP as the 3070 and will handle everything you throw at it at 1080p high settings. Looking at the benchmarks, you can see the differences are between 13 and 23% in performance between the two of them. So let's see how some games run on these laptops. We've put both these laptops in performance mode. I've changed the resolution to 1080p on the QHD panel so that we can compare like for like, but I would like to also point out that the QHD panel scales really well to 1080p, and to be honest, once I'd started gaming, I forgot the laptop wasn't even running at native resolution. Now I'm going to run the game side by side so that you can see the performance between the two, but in all honesty, as I say, if you're running this 3060 at 1080p, it is a really enjoyable experience throughout with all of the games that I've tested so far. So I'm going to leave these games running side by side so that you can see the difference between the two, just see what you think with regards to the difference of the 3060 to the 3070. And the timestamps will be down below so that you can jump to any of the games you particularly want to look at. I'm not going to bore you by talking the whole way through it, so I'm going to sign off now. But please leave any comments or any questions down below and I will get back to you. And if you enjoyed this video, please could you hit the subscribe, the like and that notification button. It allows us to make more content like this for you. And lastly, thank you for watching.
Bounty target identified. Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone. Learn from the loss. Failure's a proper teacher. Time will settle the score.
Taking fire.
Contact with target. Enemies are shooting at me. Enemy taken down.
Care package incoming. Let's get to the LZ. Kill.
Making contact with enemy. Help! I hear you. I'm coming.
Lock, stock, and barrel. Line of sight.
Here we go. These faces need mashing. That's for me.
That's gonna sting.
By all means.
Of course. As you say.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Die.
Time for a good scrap.
Dire's courier has been killed.
You don't say.
Whoa!
I'll sort
Yes.
this out.
Yeah.
One step at a time. Bottom is missing.
Now,
What's your thing?
eat lead. Let's have a go at it.
Missing bottom! Jangle. Bit of work to do.
Sniping.
Indeed.
Utter guide.
Bit of work to do.
Of course.
I'll sort this out. Excuse me.
Attack!
Missing bottom! Not yet.
Eat lead.
Time for a good scrap.
The enemy's middle tower has been denied.
Gunpowder justice.
Where are my manners?
Of
One
course.
step at a time. Here's some food for you.
Run and gun.
Here we go. Flat busted. I'll sort this.
Spotted.
By all means.